The aim of this series of lectures is to present in a different way and hopefully a non-stereotyped one how sustainability challenges can be addressed from the side of cultural roots rather than only lingering on symptoms such as environmental problems. In particular, climate talks in Paris in 2015 stimulated the flourishing of ideas and statements from global leaders, movements, and even religion. Notably, the encyclical letter Laudato Si was pioneering this statement that were enriched from others' contributions from Hindu leaders, Buddhist, Jewish, and Islamic communities. The importance of this fact is not, obviously, in the scientific perspective, but in the historical and cultural one, because it includes the relation with environment in individual and collective reflection. In the framework of the Embrain project, funded by the European Commission, that aimed to start and master renewable energy in Libya, these lessons will show how Islamic religion can provide an adequate and effective framework for dealing with maintaining the sustainability of resources by conservation of sea, oceans, climate, ecosystem, water and energy, coupled with the promotion of economic growth, industrialization, safety of cities, cooperation among all the sustainable consumption patterns, include among the aims of both Maqasid Sharia and SDGs. In order to allow the listeners to fully benefit from this course and capable to easier manage its content, some preliminary clarifications are needed, especially for the terminology used. Quran and Sunnah are the primary sources for Islam. Quran is the sacred text, as stated by the Encyclopedia of Islam, the Muslim scripture containing the revelation recited by Muhammad and preserved in a fixed written form. This written form is finally composed by 114 chapters called surah and verses called ayat. God chose Muhammad as his prophet, and Muhammad has a highly exalted role at the heart of Muslim faith. His example is crucial for the daily life of Muslims and is a source of great inspiration. Then we arrive to Sunnah, the generally approved standard of practice introduced by the Prophet, as well as the pious Muslim of older days. Sunnah came to stand for the all-encompassing concept orthodoxy, which is still in use today. Khalifa and Khilafah, two terms, especially the last one, too often incorrectly echoed in the ISIS media campaign when discussing about the caliphate. We will use both of them differently, showing another, correct, possible use. Human being is responsible for the preservation of the creation until the day of judgment. The preservation of the natural environment in the way God created, it seems to directly connect to the faith the Muslim has in God. Men are not the owners of the earth, which is considered has been given as a gift, waqf, to be returned to the last day, the day of judgment. In the meanwhile, human beings must take care of this divine gift and guarantee its protection. In our lectures, we will focus on several Islamic countries. Interesting enough for some part of the listeners, not only Arab countries. Indonesia has the world's largest Muslim population, not Egypt or any other Arab country. And according to some statistics, by 2030, Pakistan is projected to overtake Indonesia as the country with the largest Muslim population. In order to close our lecture, we can quote Odeh Al-Jayuzi, a prominent scholar in this field. He used to say that Islamic worldview represents a unique model for a transition to sustainable development by focusing on justice, degrowth, and harmony between human and nature.